Rolling?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm getting ready to do a drawing here, the drawing a day. And to do it, I do a couple things to get ready. Number one, you light the incense. You gotta have a lot of incense going. This really gets the vibes going, right? So you got the good quality incense going. Second, I draw everything on a piece of glass. I want it to be flat. I don't want the paper to have little divots underneath of it. So I got this nice piece of tempered glass. I always gotta clean it before because I don't want any smudges or smears. And then my hands have to be clean, the bottom of my arms have to be clean. All right. And then, like a doctor, oh yes, it's time to it's time to make some art. Put on these great gloves. Again, you don't want the oils from your hands to get on there, right? So now I'm pretty close. And now I have my pens. You've got your Sharpies. These ones are actually all, I mean, they're good for a lot of people. They're not new, they're not buttery. I can't bring myself to throw them out quite yet. I should throw them in the trash because I never use them. What I do use them is the new ones. They have to be new, they have to be buttery. The second that they are slightly dry, forget it. I'm not dealing with it anymore. This is like a little tester sheet. You always want to make sure it's flowing. That's why I have a sheet next to me like this. Now I've got this fancy paper that I use. Which, what did you say it was? It's like some sort of photography. Inkjet paper. It's fantastic, right? Here's the one I did today. You saw this one when it was like maybe 50% done, right? So now it's done. This one, when you saw it, had the black shape. It had like this dude here and whatever. So I came back in and finished this. This was yesterday's drawing. And did like this little energy source here, this little dude down here. The pocketbook, all this, 7-pointed star, boom. So that's done. You need your 2.0 drugstore readers. Nothing ain't getting done without this. Now we are ready. Okay. One thing about all these drawings, since you're filming, I'll show you this. This is the entire series that I have before me. This is so far, this is 136 drawings. And look, Bill, it is kept in a Winco bag. And they're in order. There's 14, 15, 16. Okay, so this right here represents the project that I started this year where I decided I'm going to draw a drawing a day, every day for the next 365 days for the entire year of 2026. Here we are in 5/16. These are all the drawings I've made. And it goes right back to the beginning of the year. And they sort of all look different but the same. I don't know how to describe it. But the same sort of, it's all black and white. There's the first one of the year. I'll show you. This is the very first one of the year. 1/1/26. And now here we are, 5/16. And some are very, very cool. Some are just okay. But it is a drawing a day. So far I've managed to keep up on that. But one thing I want to show you, that one thing that's similar about all of them, besides the fact that they're all black and white, they all have like this sort of line on the bottom, which usually indicates that is sort of the horizon line. If you start to look at all these, they're all sort of like, I picture all these things about being like you're looking at a situation where these are large things happening in the sky. A lot of times there's a figure on the bottom, indicating that this is a large vision that's in the sky. Here's a city, this thing in the sky, right? Like a dude coming out of a pyramid thing. All the same. And that's not something that's super evident, but I mean, I sort of like that there's something that ties them together. This line here starts every single drawing, and then I know to myself it's probably a large vision happening in the sky, and maybe there's some small people on the bottom, you know, watching this go on. So, as you'll see now, when I start my drawing of the day, as any artist or writer knows, staring at a blank piece of paper is terrifying. There's nothing worse than a blank piece of paper. But I've created a system where your first move is always guaranteed. It is never a big deal. So you start with your paper here, and here we are. We're going to start with our drawing of the day. Make sure you get a good marker. And the first thing we're going to do, can you see it all right?
Mm-hmm.
And now we're off to the races. That's where it starts. And now I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. We figured... You know, the sun was just about rising, and it occurred to me where I was, that I'm here right across the street from Salvation Mountain, which is an iconic location, working on the East Jesus billboard, which is, I mean, this is a very, very visible thing right here. And it's on a Sunday morning, super quiet and peaceful. Not only that, the powers that be at East Jesus wanted me to make a design which featured my own art, which is really amazing to have them have the trust in me and to, hey, yeah, put your own flair on it, you know? So that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool for sure. That A needs to be fatter too. And I'm gonna go back when it's done and redo the white outline. Cause it's gotta be perfect. All right, now I'm gonna get on the scary ladder. Not my favorite. A little bit of an element of sketch to the whole situation, which is the fun part, you know. Oh yeah. Sketch. You realize it needs to work from far away, so if you make a mistake close up, no one's gonna see it from down the road.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, if there's like a little fuck up here and there. So it can be forgiving in that way. But yeah, this is super cool. I mean, I pooped, so all is right with the world, Bill.
Do you poop once a day?
Several times a day. Movable tempera paint, and they got really good hand control. They're really good at it. I gotta fix that A. It's totally bothering me. That A fucking sucks. How the hell did I get up there? You see the A up there in East Jesus? The white border on it is too thick. It's thicker than the other letters. And it simply will not do. Simply, it's just not good. And it's not something I don't think anything else would notice. but I mean, it's glaring when I stand back and I look at it. I'm like, oh, that fucking, and it's the first letter I painted, so that tracks, right? Yeah. Like that white outline, that is way thinner than this. Again, not something that would be completely glaring, but it is weird, all these, like this current style that I'm doing with these cryptid creatures and stuff that I've done in the past. This stuff just started coming out of me in the past, I don't know, 4 or 5 years or so. Like I look at it sometimes and I'm like, where the fuck does this come from? Like I have no idea. It's not something I set out to do, but I do like these creatures. I like these sort of beings and stuff. And yeah, it wasn't on purpose, but I do like it. And when I don't like it, I'll change it. Struggle with like, oh, what is my style, right? Like a lot of artists struggle with like, oh, what's gonna be my style? And they think about it too. I think they think about it too much.
Are you channeling right now, or is it more just technique?
Am I channeling? No. I'm not channeling right now because when you do the letters, lettering is a lot different. Like it's kind of like my old art school education's kicking in. So is the graffiti artist in me, right? Like I wanted to look nice and stuff. I was channeling when I was doing the these creatures, the spray paint of the creatures, because I started getting away from my sketch. Like that Birdman creature right there, that was not in the sketch, and I just got up on the ladder and I just painted it real quick with no idea, and I was like, oh shit, well, hope that works out pretty good. And I like it. He's got that little thing coming out of his head, like these birds that are in my yard in Arizona. I forget what they're called.
Quails?
Quails. How's this? Hey, does this look a little better?
Yes.
That's the right answer.
It's funny because until you pointed it out, I wouldn't noticed it, but now I completely notice it.
Now you see it, right?
Yeah.
Is come along.
Are you gonna do like edge details and stuff on all the cryptids?
Well, no, you could say I've done it some here. Like you do the spray paint, right? And then the spray paint, you can feel the wind coming this way. So you do the spray paint, it blows it over, and it really is irritating. And I sort of, I already went back and cut it back in with this coral paint. You could see I cut back in on top of the spray paint to give it somewhat of a hard edge. So, yeah, you can see the hard edge on the blue right there. That's good. But some places not so much. Like I'm not going to get up there and do it on the sun. Mainly because it's like kind of up there. It's kind of sketchy.
Because of gravity.
Yeah, because of gravity and my fear of heights and all that. I was like, you know what, the sun, it's fine. Like, yeah, I'm a big fan of what I'm doing, except when it comes to gravity, then I don't have to be the biggest fan. I'm kidding, but not really. I am not going to go back and do the white border on the entire East Jesus lettering. I had it in my head that I was going to do that. I don't want to do all that. I think it's done. You know, as far as it being a functioning billboard, like now it is a functioning, it says East Jesus. It says 1 mile ahead. It says Sculpture Garden and Art Museum. That is ticking off all the check marks.
Everything you need. How'd you get the ladders out here?
So the A ladder I put on my little car here. I actually put it on my little car.